Ramble.
Thanks to DoorDash, HelloFresh, and MeUndies for sponsoring today's episode. Let's get to it.
Do you want to know how to get rich quick and get cash with your friends? Well, you're listening in the right place. On the TryPod today, we're talking cash, we're talking stocks, we're talking get rich quick schemes, and we're going to play a game guessing YouTubers that we don't know. We're going to get embarrassed by our podcast gremlin Miles, and also here is Keith.
Hey, I hope we're all feeling well.
And Eugene.
Hello!
It's a little Moana vibes. Not with us today is Zach because he went skiing today. It's Maggie's first time ever skiing. They're doing it on a Wednesday. We could only dream of such, although it looks like a storm's a-coming, so I hope he brought snow tires. Otherwise, this podcast is going to go out on the road where we bail out Zach. And speaking of bailouts, we're going to talk cash money stocks today. Welcome to Ned's Financial Corner. Tell me, guys, what do you know about Gamestop?
GameStop is a great destination for video games in 2004.
Yeah.
They take your money, they take your games, and they'll give you $2 for them, too. You can trade in video games.
You can get store credit for $8.
That's right, and you paid $60, so it works out.
Rough economy for the consumer, but you know, if you got some old CDs, some old cartridges lying around, they'll buy them. Eugene, have you ever been in a GameStop?
Yay!
Have you ever been in a Blockbuster?
Yay!
So GameStop is basically the Blockbuster.
I'm in a weird mood.
Yeah,
you are.
Mood. See, I like it. Yeah.
I didn't get any sleep.
Mariah Carey.
I didn't get any sleep.
You say that, and it's like, I have a newborn baby over here, and it really hurts me when you say that. It's like...
You should sleep.
Just like get the sleep, man. Try it. Anyways, we're talking about
why don't
games.
you just trade skins with me, and then I can stay up with the baby since I'm already awake, and then you can lay in bed with Matt.
That's hot.
Oh, wow. Sounds like my Italian dream.
Nom nom, yum yum yum. I'm cooking, I'm hungry, but you know, maybe Becky and maybe our recipes are getting stale and we could use a little freshening. Well, with HelloFresh, you get fresh, pre-measured ingredients and mouth-watering seasonal recipes delivered right to your door. HelloFresh lets you skip those trips to the grocery store, which maybe we're all wary of right now, and makes home cooking easy, fun, and affordable, and that's why it's America's #1 meal kit. That's right, and it's fun. Mix it up. Meals are kind of the only thing we have right now, so having fun ones that you can cook either alone or with your loved one is really great. They have 23 recipes each week. They got a wide range of flavors and cuisines, a lot of different stuff so you won't get bored. They have this bulgogi beef bowl, which I love, and I don't really know how to make Korean food, so it's nice to have a little guide sometimes. And you can do it too. Go to HelloFresh.com/TryPod10 and use code TryPod10 for 10 free meals, including free shipping. That's HelloFresh.com/TryPod10 and use code TryPod10. That will get you 10 free meals and free shipping.
Let's just remove your skin, Ned. Give me your skin.
When you're not sleeping, Eugene, are you like laying in bed, or are you up like making scrambies and watching freaking Grey's Anatomy?
Making what?
Scrambies?
Eggs?
Yeah,
You make
I don't know.
scrambled eggs in the middle of the night when you can't sleep?
I figure he's got to do something in the middle of the night when he can't sleep.
But is that
I'm
what
wondering-
you, Miles, do?
I have done Brenner I have done a like late Brenner for sure.
4 a.m. Brenner?
Yeah,
He doesn't
I mean,
eat scrambled eggs. Are you fucking nuts? He fries his eggs barely so he can eat that delicious runny yolk.
Yeah, I want that
true.
yolky yellow goodness.
Ripping all down.
Milky,
enough about
silky
eggs.
Anyways.
We've done
Yeah,
eggs.
you gotta stop.
We're getting
eggsing up
derailed.
this
Oh my God, we're back in
podcast.
eggs down.
Side railed.
Jesus.
Excellent. That's very excellent.
I'm a what you call a mind racer, you know? It's when
yeah.
your brain is sprinting but your body's staying still. So I go through a lot of wild scenarios in my mind, and then it's like 3 hours later and probably a lot of like full film scripts just go through my brain.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think. But
Cool.
last
You
night,
can watch movies while you sleep.
yeah, typically very horror driven, so it's not a
No.
pleasant experience, which is
Right.
probably why I'm so goofy right now.
Hilarious. Let's talk about getting rich quick. Maybe, I don't know, try journaling. Here we go. Here's a little stock ticker for GameStop.
Whoa.
Now, what
Okay.
do we notice here? If you're watching on YouTube, you can see it's like a classic hockey stick. It's
Yeah.
flat for a really long time as people say to themselves, more and more games are getting downloaded and less are getting made.
Yeah.
And then it all of a sudden goes whoop all the way up. We're talking like January 6th, 2021. Not much was happening on that day, but GameStop was at $18 a share. Then as of right now, I'm speaking, it's at $341.
What happened, Ned? What happened, Dad? Dad, what happened?
What happened?
What happened, Dad?
What happened?
It's
Dad!
this fast. What happened?
Dad, what happened?
What
It's
happened?
it's this fascinating story between the hedge funds and like regular people. Basically, a bunch of hedge funds tried to start shorting the stock because you know, they kind of see what your average person sees of, hey, maybe this company won't be doing so well 5 years from now as things turn to, downloads or even streaming or all like that. Like, you on many consoles, you have the option to download games rather than buying a physical product. How's GameStop with all of their physical locations slinging discs and cartridges around gonna keep up?
A couple console launches don't even have. I have a PS5 that doesn't have a disc.
Exactly, right. You can
Yeah.
buy the option for that. So there's this Reddit forum called Wall Street Bets that noticed this and wanted to like fuck with the hedge funds or like run them out of business, because when you buy a short, you're basically like borrowing shares to basically, I don't exactly know how it works, but if the stock price goes way up, you could have infinite losses, and it could be, it's real bad for you. So all of the Reddit people kind of banded together and started buying things that said the stock was going to go higher, which caused other people to start buying stuff that to make the stock go higher, which caused the hedge funds to start borrowing money so that they didn't have to sell their short positions. And basically the stock kept getting higher and higher and higher. And then, CNBC, MSNBC, like Yahoo Finance, all these places start talking about the story. Even us, a comedy entertainment podcast that doesn't talk about stocks hardly at all, are talking about it because it's just like crazy news. And then just random Joes off the street are like, man, I should buy some GameStop, which makes it go even higher. And so hedge funds losing billions of dollars, potentially even going out of business because this, if you've said you're going to have a short position on a stock and it goes way, way up, you could like lose a lot of money. Some Redditors are getting crazy rich, and most people will, kind of be left holding the bag when it goes back down to a reasonable level of a company that,
Doesn't probably do that.
probably doesn't do
Yeah.
great over the next 10 years.
But here's a question. So does that help GameStop? Like, GameStop is a dying company.
Well,
but
I mean, sure, they could,
yeah.
if there's like shares that GameStop has that they could sell back to consumers, all of a sudden they're worth 10 times as much as they were a month
That's
ago,
so
or
stupid.
even a couple of weeks ago.
So maybe GameStop should take this opportunity with this huge influx of potential cash to create the streaming GameStop. Like they should compete or just sell themselves to Steam.
Absolutely.
Just say like, bye, we did it. It's never getting better than this.
No,
Yeah.
they should basically retool their business model to be something totally new. That means GameStop, like a way to stop kids from playing games.
parental control
organization. Parental control IRL. It's just one
GameStop.
Stop. It's just a giant. It's a giant rubber hand on a big pole that they just whack their kids across the head with.
The GameStop.
Stop.
That's $1 billion idea.
Is
right
your
there,
kid
baby.
not stopping playing games to help unload the dishwasher? GameStop.
Is your arm too short to whack him upside the head? Well, have we got a product for you?
GameStop.
GameStop.
Probably
man,
not going to save the business, but
Yeah.
I
Funny.
should probably sleep more.
I don't know. It's a fun version of you.
So Ned, did you hop on the train and make a little bit of cash off this GameStop thing? And how can I be cash rich?
How could we make this happen for Toys R Us and get rich?
Yeah.
I mean, if you had invested in GameStop a week ago and sold right now, sure, you would make a lot of money. I wouldn't do it right now. Also, this is not legal or financial advice. This is just a comedy podcast. But I personally am not doing it right now because, the bag's got to fall out at some point. And I don't want to be left holding the bag when whatever is happening between hedge funds and Redditors gets sorted out. But it's fascinating that it's kind of like the power of the people, power of the internet. Redditors potentially making a huge hedge firm go out of business. Kind of crazy.
Yeah, do you think this is them taking the app name Robinhood and really being like, maybe we could be Robinhood? Like,
I
maybe
think
we
so.
can go obliterate the stock market? Because it is, like, in some ways, it is overrun by giant, billionaires sort of using it in the same manipulative way.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen some stories about. What Redditors are doing is what they do.
Robinhood can be very powerful, but it can also be dangerous for individual investors that don't know what they're doing. It allows you to make like shorts and calls, which are basically bets on stock that you're borrowing money for. So, to take a short position, you have to borrow money to make that position, and then if you lose it, then you kind of may lose even more money than you have. So that can just, if you don't know what you're doing, it can be very dangerous for people that are like, whoa,
I don't know what the short position term means. So if any of our listeners are like, oh, they're finally talking about stocks, I'm so ready for this. Feel free to tweet at us and explain this in a nice tweet thread that you tag us in and go into as much detail as you like.
A short is betting that a stock will go lower, and a call is betting that it will go higher. But it's not actually like buying or selling it. It's sort of like buying the ability and the option to buy it or sell it in the future.
Yes. Yeah. So don't tweet at us because Dad just explained it.
Well,
I want you tweeting.
I don't really know it that well.
I want to know.
But all of my friends are talking about it. If I can quote one of my friends at JohnWoo_follow, give him a follow on Twitter. He says, so what happens is a bunch of people on the internet buy way out of the money calls, forcing the people selling those calls to buy. Well, now there's buying action, which drives the price up, in effect fulfilling the promise of buying out buying the way extreme call options, which triggers a round of unfortunate consequences for short sellers who have borrowed shares and because price is pumping up, are exposed to infinite losses because they have promised to buy back shares at a future date. If you sell at $5 and have to buy back at $1.50, you can see why that sucks.
Now, here's a question for you guys. Obviously, the Try Guys, we're making YouTube videos. Would we ever go public or have our own cryptocurrency? Ned?
A TryCoin?
A TryCoin.
Yeah, let's make our own
TryCoin.
cryptocurrency.
It's pretty easy. For my friend that worked at YouTube and stuff, and he's really into crypto, and he was just like, yeah, it's really easy. Like, you could make a coin and just bond it to another coin, and then it like has its own ecosystem.
Yeah, I don't know about that, Miles, but yeah, we would love to be a major media company that goes public.
Yeah,
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
You can only buy our merch with Tricerabucks. So first you got to buy a Tricerabuck, which equals about 5 normal bucks, or one very small decimal of a Bitcoin. And then you're going to have to exchange that to buy a hoodie.
Yeah, I don't really know much about Bitcoin. I know it has something to do with like big computers, creating Bitcoins, but then it's sort of like computers create Bitcoins which run Bitcoin, and then that's what Bitcoin is.
Bitcoin is gambling. From my understanding, Bitcoin was originally, the idea was that it was going to be a currency that was unregulated by any government, but now it's so volatile that it just isn't. You can't pay in Bitcoin because it's so unstable, and
you can't buy with it.
You'd think once it stabilizes that the underlying technology would be sound. I don't think the underlying technology is gambling. It's just that people imagine if people were investing in the US dollar like this, and suddenly $1 meant $5 tomorrow and then 25 cents the next day. Rough.
Right.
Well, that's the thing. People do sell exchange rate currencies, right? That's a thing people do around the world. Like he's like, oh, well, currently the value of the Canadian dollar is better, so I'll sell it and buy more of this dollar, which is currently low. It's like a thing.
It is crazy. And I think you're kind of making bets on what country is gonna do better or not.
Yeah, that's very weird.
What country's economy is stronger.
I'm wearing them right now. What am I talking about? I'm talking about MeUndies. It's Valentine's Day. We all know it's coming up. And love gets us through the hard times. And we all love our underwear. And also, underwear is a fun, little cheesy, maybe a little sexy gift for Valentine's Day. And that's why MeUndies released their V-Day collection in undies, loungewear, and more, so you and your Valentine can match through it all. And it is true. Becky and I have several pair of matching underwear, and sometimes we plan to wear it, and sometimes we just find out we're wearing the same underwear. It's hilarious. Oh, I got these space pair that's very cute. It's got moons all over it, so I can moon people without mooning people, you know what I'm saying? They're made with sustainable, breathable, softer than soft fabric, and available in a range of sizes from extra small to 4 extra large. And MeUndies membership gives you and your boo a new pair of undies or socks every month. Members get discounted pricing on everything MeUndies makes, as well as early access to major print launches. MeUndies has a great offer for you guys. For any first-time purchasers, you get 15% off and free shipping. So to get 15% off your first order and free shipping, go to MeUndies.com/tryguys. That's MeUndies.com/tryguys.
Well, obviously, people come to our podcast for financial advice, mostly, first and foremost.
Which this is not financial advice.
No, this is financial speculation. This is comedic financial speculation.
Right. When they play this in court, obviously, we have to cover cover our asses.
I have no GameStop positions. Do not buy or sell GameStop based on what I say.
We have appeared on Yahoo Finance, though. So
that's true. We do
have experience at the desk.
Is it insider trading? Hypothetically, this is what I say on the stand. Is it insider trading for us to be like, hey, everybody, buy Bitcoin? Like everybody from our podcast, buy Bitcoin. And then we buy Bitcoin and then everybody buys it. Is that somehow fraud? Am I going to jail for saying this?
There's shades of prosecution on it. Like if we as a media company tell everyone that a certain stock is great, and then do not disclose that we own a bunch of that stock, I think you can get prosecuted by the SEC for that. But it's not like insider trading. That's when you have information about a stock and make moves on it without.
Why would that football conference sue me for my work with stocks? The SEC. I mean, they're great. They're great college football teams. They typically dominate. But what do they have against me making money? Especially when they won't even pay their players.
Why do you collect the coins in Mario?
To get another life.
Oh, it gives you lives?
When you get 100 coins gives you a life.
And in Mario Kart, it makes you faster, right?
Mario Kart, you can get up to 10 coins. You'll go your top speed. That's why.
Can you die from losing all your coins in Mario?
No, but when you
Sonic.
die,
that's Sonic. That's rings.
Sonic loses rings and dies. He needs money to live. But Mario needs money to live again. Very Christian.
Oh, that's so poetic. Yeah. Well, I guess that's or is that?
But they can both drown regardless of their money.
Mm-hmm.
So is a Sonic ring more valuable than a Mario coin?
God, there's got to be a Matt Pat game theory on this.
Yeah, if they're different countries, right? And you are Lady Lady Mushroom, which is my name for what's her face, the mushroom girl.
Princess Peach.
It's Toadstool. Toadette, rather.
Oh, Toadette. Yeah. Lady Mushroom. She goes over to Sonic World where she hangs out with Tails.
And Sonic's wife is named Amy.
Shut the fuck up, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Her name
Amy
is
has
Amy?
a hammer. Amy the fucking... She's
Amy
like
in real life?
I don't know Amy at all, and I
Amy
feel like
is
No,
Sonic's
Sonic's with Tails. What are you talking about?
No, they're not together.
Tails
they are.
Tails is gay, but Sonic is bi-curious. Amy Rose is a pink hedgehog, and Sonic's self-proclaimed girlfriend.
And Knuckles is the hot bad boy.
Knuckles
yeah.
and Tails might fool around. I'm not sure.
Okay. I've seen some illustrations in dark parts of the internet.
Yeah.
I think the rings are more valuable because you can wear them.
Yeah, that's true, but you could buy rings with Mario's money, and those coins are huge. And, I think Mario is... I wonder if not Bitcoin, but I wonder if Minecraft... if Mario could sue Minecraft because Mario invented the idea of breaking bricks for money.
Yeah.
And now Minecraft's we can do a whole game where you just break bricks, and then at the same time, then you got to go all the way back to the game where the ball hits the bricks off the paddle. Maybe that was the first one.
Really, Tetris should be collecting royalties off all this.
Yeah.
Tetris is a good game. That was probably one of my favorite. I love video games. I've been on the video game speedrunner TikTok. Just watching people fucking crush it, and people doing the Mario Maker levels and crushing them. They're just impossible
Speedruns
feats.
are very fun to watch because it's just,
did you see?
It looks incredible.
That a guy for the first time ever did this ridiculous Rainbow Road shortcut on one of the Mario Karts, and he set a new speed record by 16 seconds, which is crazy.
That's insane. I think I saw a TikTok like that.
Yeah, it was on TikTok.
While you guys were talking about the dark parts of the internet with Sonic, I looked up what a pump and dump scheme is, the definition of it. Which is not what you think. No. Back to finance.
Okay, because I got a very...
that's what I can tell. I got that
what
I've
your
seen some
Bitcoin idea, which is not an idea, and Miles owns lots of Bitcoin.
I don't actually.
Oh,
but
you
I
don't?
do own
Okay.
a cryptocurrency, but I won't say what it is so that I don't get put in the freaking
Doge
clink.
Sounds
isn't
good.
it?
Anyways,
It's not Doge.
This is from Matt Levine's piece in Bloomberg. In a pump and dump scheme, promoters pump up the stock price by spreading positive rumors that incite a buying frenzy, and they quickly dump their own shares before the hype ends. Typically, after the promoters profit from their sales, the price drops, and the remaining investors lose money. So that's why, as a, social media stars, media company, we can't shouldn't, at risk of prosecution by the SEC. That's why we can't say, hey, everybody, buy this stock. It's going to be hot. And then, everyone
I'm just
buys
picturing
it,
you on the stand while this plays in the courtroom.
So, Mr. Fulmer, would you like to explain when you compared
we haven't
pump and
encouraged
dump
anyone
to Sonic and Tails having sex with this?
Okay.
We encouraged a bunch of investors to put money into Capcom. So, don't do that. Don't do it. Definitely don't do it. No, I was thinking about how similarly at the very beginning of the pandemic, there were a lot of senators, Congress people, and highfalutin business people who basically dumped about a lot of their stocks before the big crash. And there was a lot of being how did you know? People found out before. And that also, whenever a bunch of people with a lot of money jump out, that actually affects a market to start to crash because
It
then
sure
other
does.
people. So would that even have happened without that meeting about the pandemic? It might have been just fine. The market is just a reflection of fear a lot of the time, and not what actually is going on. So I kind of am, bringing it back to Reddit. While I worry about people fucking with the investment structure, I do think it is kind of a righteous move. They are I think toppling behemoths that sort of control the industry is good.
I'm watching with popcorn and rooting for Wall Street bet side of things, but we'll see. I just feel like it needs to get to 420. Like that would that's like the ironic, like hilarious price where that like then we can be done with it.
Now, I'm not going to advise people where to invest, but I do think you're going to see a big boon in the weed industry over the next decade. That's true. But which one? Which one? Will it be a Top Kush? Will it be the Keef Monster?
When it comes to actual investing advice, I think a really good, which is, this is not financial advice, is me just shouting BS. But I think a really good thing for people to do is to pick companies that they like or that they believe in and just buy some and then just don't look at it. Just be proud that you own some of, whatever it is. Try Guys Corporation.
Yeah. I have friends who got stock in professional wrestling a long time ago, and when it goes up and down, but they just like supporting pro wrestling because it's like something they love. So that's a good thing to do.
And the even simpler version is to just buy index funds and don't think about it.
Pump and dump.
Pump and dump.
In gay slang.
Yes.
Because y'all should know this. Because you keep saying it.
Well, pump and dump.
I'm gonna hijack Daddy's Financial Corner and bring you to Leather Daddy's Corner.
Okay.
This.
So it's when Sonic and Tails want to meet.
Right.
But they don't know each other. They just met, say, on their fancy little Ring app. And they meet quick, and it's a little anonymous. And Sonic leaves his rings in Tails.
Buries his rings.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And then leaves.
And then are both parties happy with that exchange?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
It's supposed to be just like, Tails, you want to pump and dump? And Tails is like, yeah, I'll be tails up, ready to go. Trying to keep this podcast PG.
We get it.
Yeah.
What about all those animals that are stuck in those TVs in Sonic's land? It's so bizarre. They're they must be cages, but they look like TVs. You jump on them. Also, Dr. Robotnik, what a wild man. I used to get him and one of the Mega Man dudes confused all the time as a kid because the Mega Man professor, who's a good guy, looks a lot like Dr. Robotnik, and that is sort of a similar idea. Dr. Robotnik believes in cyborgs and wants to get nature out of the way, and Mega Man is a cyborg. There could be something there.
There's a whole Sonic lore and comic that's a soap opera about Sonic and Knuckles and
what's
Amy.
the teeth quotient on that comic book?
The teeth question?
The teeth quotient, how many teeth and how big are they for Sonic?
How many teeth does Sonic have? Is that what you're
in
asking
the
me?
comic book. Yeah.
I don't know. Are they supposed to not have teeth?
He's got to have a lot to eat all those chili dogs.
Wasn't that the whole thing? They completely redid the movie because his teeth are
Oh my God, that's right. Yes.
Yeah, no, I think the comic book is just based on how he normally looks.
The comic book, he just smiles like this with his mouth closed the whole time.
Eugene, a really great way, because we know you never played video games as a kid. Your mother told you that video games would give you cancer, which is obviously not true. But there are a bunch of really bad video game cartoons that came out in the early 90s for Mario, Zelda, Sonic. There might even have been a Kirby one. And they're awful. They're totally bad, but they're kind of amazing in how bad they are. Especially, it's a similar situation to the He-Man thing that happened, where everyone read the comics. It was like, yeah, these characters are awesome. Then they voiced them, and they sounded ridiculous. And then, because when you listen to Link's voice in the cartoon, he's like, "Well, excuse me, princess." It's just not how Link should sound. But it's a way for you to get familiar with the universe of video games, Eugene, without playing video games because you love cartoons. So that'd be a good way in.
I just spilled coffee all over my white sweater.
Oh no!
I'm so sorry.
Let's see it.
I missed my mouth.
Oh, Eugene.
Oh, it's not too bad.
It's gonna come out. It'll come out.
I missed my mouth.
Hey, I've had. It's
I
happened to
miss
me
my
before.
mouth sometimes too.
No, you never miss your mouth. How can you escape it?
Now that actually brings us to our next segment, a highly requested segment. What's inside Eugene's brain? Eugene.
Inside Eugene's brain.
And Eugene, you're sort of a man of mystery. Everyone is drinking a ton of water. Ned,
We're thirsty, boys.
Ned looks like a hamster drinking water out of a thing. He spilled it all over himself. Wow. But Eugene, I'm wondering what's inside your brain today?
Oh, do we really want to go down this rabbit hole? I'm obviously very tired.
Yeah, but we love to dive deep inside your brain. That's a fact.
Oh, okay. Keith, what's this theme song?
What's inside of Eugene's mind? What's behind those peepers? Yeah, here we go.
Would you say leaves are trees' hair?
For the purposes of discussion on a podcast, yeah.
No, but like for a tree, what is the human equivalent body part
Of a leaf?
Of leaves.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think it would be hair because it falls out but tends to regrow. There's new ones all the time. There are, different trees have different leaves. What do we think of the pine needle situation? Because some trees hold on to their pine needles and some trees lose their pine needles.
Right.
Well, that means they are like the many straight men I know who just have the same hair forever.
Sometimes you just don't want to cook. You're doing too many shoots at home. You just want to have it easy. Well, DoorDash is here for you. And not only can it help you, but it's helping to support restaurants in your community safely. There's thousands of restaurants open for delivery on DoorDash that need your patronage right now more than ever. You already know what it is. DoorDash is the app that brings you food you're craving right now to your door. You can do the contactless delivery drop off so you don't have to interact with anybody. It's super safe and still get the delicious meal that you like. There's over 300,000 partners in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, so you can support your local go-tos, or you can choose from your favorite chains like Chipotle or Wendy's. And many of your favorite local restaurants, they're still open for delivery. They're just waiting for you, huh? So just open the DoorDash app, select your favorite local restaurant, and your food's gonna be left at your door. And for a limited time, you guys can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on your first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code TryPod. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code TryPod. Don't forget, that's code TryPod for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply. That's a lot of us. Hey, I got this crazy, this brought me up here. I'm going to show you guys something. I got this crazy looking pine tree in the back of my house, and it started flowering. And this is yet again a moment for the YouTube viewers. I'm so sorry to the audio viewers, but you can catch this later, or maybe I'll throw it on my Instagram. But look at this beautiful, bizarre, fucking tongue spiral blossom that's going on my pine tree. I think they're things that are ideal for hummingbirds, but they have these just freaky looking little tongues sticking out of them, and they're gorgeous, and they're this deep pink. They're so pretty. And I saw them this weekend. I was like, what a beautiful fucking blossom. And so weird.
I like picturing you walking by and taking pictures of a pretty flower. That's a good, I like picturing I would love to watch that from across the street. You just being like, oh, look at that little flower, taking a picture.
I've done that. Let me find, I got some other pretty flowers I can show you. I'll find them while we hear more about Eugene's theories on what is what.
So are the flowers in trees like hair clips?
Aren't flowers in trees like new trees? So that's like,
smaller babies in the hair.
Yeah, little babies in the hair.
Flower.
Oh.
The flower I found on the ground.
That's a nice flower, Keith.
Ground flower. Well, flowers make fruit. So flowers are very the sex organs of a tree.
Yeah. So it's like it's like little dongs hanging out in and out of your hair.
Oh, so it's like the tree's penile hair accessories.
When the penises meet someone else's hair vaginas, then the penises just fall off and die, and the vaginas start to grow little babies in the hair. And then the next season, new crop of penises, new crop of hair vaginas.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also imagining this being played in court while Keith's on the stand.
Look, my hair was full of penises. Is the truth? Is the truth?
Or like the birds and the squirrels land in your hair and they like take the hair penis stuff and then like transport it to the fallen hair vaginas.
Yeah, we
hair
should
ovaries, hair ovaries.
We should be happy that birds and bugs are not essential to our courtship. We should feel very happy about
Could you
our mating
imagine
not requiring bugs.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, Sonic, I want to hook up, but I'm going to send my hummingbirds to deliver my seed.
To lick some of your semen and bring it back.
Yep.
Kind of what it is.
Wow, that was a really great conversation.
Yeah. It was. See?
Well, yeah, because I was looking at a palm tree and I was like, God, it really does look like hair. It's a good hairstyle. I like the palm tree hairstyle. I also like willow tree's hairstyle. Like, that's the best hairstyle.
Yeah.
They have great
little
hair.
emo.
Well, I gotta say, this is making me think about how one of my activities right now, although not right now, this moment, has become hiking. I never saw myself as a hiking person. When people would tell me that they're like, oh yeah, I did a 10-mile hike the other weekend, I'd be like, bleh, why would you ever fucking do that? What a nightmare. And then I started doing some hikes in New Mexico, like several months ago. And we went on like some 6 and 8 mile hikes, and they were very doable, but they're beautiful. And what is great about some of these hikes that are built is that they like go through such different looking spots of the forest. You'll like be in an area that's like, oh, it's all this kind of tree by spring. And then suddenly you're like on a plain and there's all this kind of tree. And then you realize you're like in these trees, and this type of tree is like, it's actually one tree, but there's thousands of them, but they share a root system. So cool. Nature's so cool. And hiking, no one told me that hiking was nature zoo. It's just going through like a bunch of nature where everything sort of changes by the region. You're like, oh, wow, well, look at this kind of flower or these kind of rocks. So I'm trying to make 2021, I'll be a hiker. I'll be hiking. We're going to get fucking Camelback over here so we can drink off of our back.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Well, next thing we know, you'll be going skiing on a Wednesday morning.
Yeah, right? We're just nature boys now.
I have another thought that just came in my brain.
What you got?
At what point do you think people figured out that you only have 2 sets of teeth? Right?
What?
Probably
Excuse me?
pretty early on, man.
Because you have baby teeth and then they fall out, which for the first, humans probably were just like, oh, fuck, we have no teeth now. But then you get new teeth that just grow in.
Yeah, there's probably somebody that was like, if I rip out my teeth, will new teeth grow in? Perhaps this is a way to get rich quick. I'll pull out my own teeth, grow new ones, and then sell those teeth to other people.
You know what it must
And then he quickly realized, no.
No, that's not how it works.
And he lost all his teeth.
And it was hard to sell the teeth, probably, right? Because why would you buy teeth?
Maybe, I don't know, a nice necklace.
Oh, that's true. A little jewelry.
Early dice.
Yeah.
GameStop has gone up 12% since we've been talking.
Oh my god.
Oh my god! If we had hopped on with $100, we
Listeners,
could have had
don't
112.
do anything based off this information. Eugene, what do you think? Why do you think the teeth stop at 2 sets?
Should we buy $100 worth of GameStop like right now and just see where it's at the end of the episode?
You can.
You can't.
Well, we'll talk about why teeth are the way they are while you give us a financial update.
Well, I think, and this is probably factual, I'm pretty sure, have you ever seen the skull of a human child?
Recently?
Not like
this is being played in court. Eugene.
Not like in person, but if you Google it, it's a terrifying thing because you see the adult teeth underneath the baby teeth. So
They're
it's like
hiding.
2 sets of teeth.
They're
if
waiting.
you're bored, just Google it. So someone who happened to be the first person who was holding the skull of a human child with the skull of a human adult probably went, oh, there's no more teeth behind these other teeth. I don't know who that person was. I'm assuming that first person was either a doctor or a murderer.
Yeah.
But whoever that was probably had that epiphany.
So here's what I think. I think that when humans evolved a long time ago, obviously, human lifespan used to be much, much shorter, right? let's say even 20 years old, probably for a long time. That's how long whatever humans were lived. They would live like 20-ish years and then they die through some circumstance. Now, 2 sets of teeth was all they needed, right? They needed baby teeth until they were 8, and then they needed adult teeth until they died. So eventually, the genetic makeup of them did not require them to ever have more than 2 sets of teeth, whereas sharks, who live fucking forever, just have rows and rows and rows, and they regrow, and because they always need their teeth. So at some point, our evolutionary bodies developed to only live 20 years, but we have now expanded them to live 100 years, or maybe even more eventually. But we're stuck with these stupid 20-year-old person teeth.
Unless we wait thousands and thousands of years and someone starts developing a 3rd set of teeth. Those teeth are pointy.
I like.
I have officially bought one share of GameStop.
Oh, wow.
On air. This is at 10:31 a.m. on Wednesday, January 27th. The price was $324.
Oh, it's
and
dead.
So far, I've lost $1.47.
Okay.
We'll see.
Things. The night is darkest before the dawn, as they say.
No. This is why it's usually not a good idea to, be like, oh, sure, I'll jump on this, because there's forces you don't understand going on, and what we call retail investors, your ordinary Joes like me, end up get left holding the bag.
Podcast comedians.
Podcast
holding the
comedians
bag.
Lose money.
Yeah.
Hey, Miles.
Yes, sir.
I recently watched Crudes, The New Age, the sequel to The Crudes.
Yeah. Crudes 2?
Why? I was thinking about them because we're talking about our ancestors. And there's a character in it that kind of looks like you.
You're saying I look like a sort of caveman?
No, it's the more advanced cave people who are called the Bettermans, which is a very direct pun because they have developed society. But let me pull it up. But he's voiced he's voiced by Peter Dinklage, which is fun.
Oh, I love Peter Dinklage. He's so fucking cool. I would love to be a little cartoon man. I mean, that's definitely goals.
We all want to be cartoon people someday.
That's the dream.
Yeah.
So look up The Crudes, A New Age, the character Phil Betterman. Except he does have a top knot, but if you grew a top knot,
I can do a top knot. Oh my god. Yeah. I get it.
Yeah.
I definitely get it. I look like this cartoon man. People send me images of cartoon people all the time and they're like, Miles? This is a hilarious.
Very Miles-esque.
Oh wow. This really does look like you, Miles.
He's also very goofy. Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I mean, I see it.
You got to see him in movement. He's got the gangly vibe. He's kind of extra.
You think I'm gangly and extra?
Oh, you're so gangly and extra.
Well, speaking of gangly and extra, that brings us to our last and final segment. Who wants to be a billionaire?
Oh, wow.
I've got some questions, and you're gonna phone your friends. We're playing Who Wants to Be a Millionaire with a little saucy twist. It's Who Wants to Be a Billionaire YouTuber Drama Edition, because I was looking at the YouTube thumbnails, obviously the TryPod, and it seems like people like it when we talk about steamy drama. And I have a couple little questions for you.
Oh, okay.
And I'm going to give them to you. I would say, do you want to collaborate or do you want to answer them individually? I think individually is going to be better for the gang.
Individually, and I got $10 on the line to Venmo. I'm putting in a pool of 10.
Keith will Venmo the winner.
I'll add whatever gains or losses from GameStop today. Yeah. We are selling it when we finish recording, no matter what happens.
Okay, so here's how it's going to go. We have 4 questions, one question each, and then a final tiebreaker for the bonus. Okay. And when you win, if you get it right, you're going to hear this.
Ooh.
And if you get it wrong, you're going to hear this.
Oh, I don't want to hear that sound.
Wow.
Wait, play the ding again. That made my nipple hard.
That's very similar to the Wheel of Fortune. You got a letter that's there sound.
It very well
exactly
might be the Wheel of Fortune sound effect.
That sound made my nipples hard.
Wait, really? Is it like a Pavlov's dog thing? Are they getting harder?
No, maybe.
Are they getting
Oh no, now it's
harder?
too much. Now it's too much.
He's
Or maybe
lost
I'm
his
just
nipples.
cold.
That's if I said we'll go for.
Yeah, I'm not playing that. Okay, here we go. Question 1. This is for, of course, Ned Fulmer.
Ooh, okay. For me.
David Dobrik split with this YouTuber in June of 2018. A. Korinikov.
I
B.
don't need-
Liza
I don't
Koshy.
need multiple choice. It's Liza Koshy, right?
C. Gabby Hanna. Wait for it. And D. Olivia Jade.
Yeah, it was Liza Koshy.
That's right, Ned.
Yeah.
All right, Ned. You're moving on to the final round. This is a very short.
I mean,
very short. game
YouTuber
here.
couples. It was very sad to see them break up, but they seem like they've flourished independently, which that makes me happy.
They made a couple $100K on that breakup video, so I think
Yeah, that's gonna be how we cash out too.
Yeah.
the video has like 42 million views or something like that. The breakup video. We're breaking.
We're
it
gonna
up.
have one that's called "It's All Over." It's gonna be 11 minutes long with 37 ads.
Yep.
It's all over.
It's all over.
All right, now Eugene, this question's for you. Which 4 YouTubers make up the Sister Squad?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I know that.
So this is I'm going to give you 4 groupings of people.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
easy.
You have to
remember.
pick the one. A. Ned Fulmer, Tati Westbrook, and Logan Paul. B. Ethan Dolan, Grayson Dolan, James Charles, and Emma Chamberlain. C. JoJo Siwa and Casey Neistat. Or D. Zendaya and her friends from high school.
Oh, I forgot the letters you used. It's the one with James Charles.
That's right. B. Ethan
Why
Dolan,
did you
Grayson
make
Dolan.
it so that they all had James Charles but had different iterations of other YouTubers?
It's true.
Even
Yeah,
the
that
question
would've
I think you said had which 4 YouTubers make it up, and then you only gave answers that had only one of the answers had 4 people.
That was a
in it.
terrible question.
Miles should
All
never be in charge of
right.
writing standardized tests.
That's correct, Keith. That's the problem with the game.
Okay.
All right. Eugene, your nipple still hard?
No, it's because your question was so poorly set up.
I had the wrong sound effect. I don't know how it happened. I had a different. I had the want.
What
and it went away.
happened?
What happened? Oh, hang on. Wait, here it is.
How did I miss that question? How did I already lose?
Oh no, that was for Eugene's nipples not being hard.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
mine have gotten a little hard now. Just,
It's cold in here.
I think it's cold in here.
it is very cold right now.
All right. Now, Keith, which of the following YouTubers are not in the vlog squad? A. Heath Hassar. B. Korinikov. C. Lily Singh. Or D. Zayn Hijazi.
Well, I'm pretty sure Lily Singh is not in the vlog squad. She's Team Super, which is just
that-
her.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
That's correct. All right, you've all moved on to the final question.
Wow.
The final round. Quick
Only
game.
stocks were this easy. I think we'd all
Yeah,
be
so-
doing it.
Yeah, it would be cool to do Who Wants to Be a Millionaire and give away real cash. Maybe that's a good try, guys.
We are
All
playing
right.
a giveaway. I got $10 on the line, Miles, and we
Yeah.
have a plus or minus from Ned.
Okay, plus or minus.
We were down
100.
12, and now we're up $3.46.
Wow.
And
So
I'm-
$13.46 on the line.
What's crazy
I-
about that is if it was $1 million you would put in, then
Sure.
you'd be making pretty good money.
But yeah, I think,
I will-
what, like $10,000 in a span of 5 minutes? But I also could have lost $100,000
Or $1 million.
or $1 million because it's sort of not exactly based on reality. Well, it is based on reality. Some people are betting that it will keep going up. Some people are betting that it'll keep going down.
Yeah,
They're just
that's
very
true.
split right now.
That's cray. All right. Now the final question, and here's how this is going to work, is I'm going to give you the question, and whoever buzzes in first by saying the word buzz
Okay.
is going to get an opportunity to answer. If you're correct, you win the game. If not, and this is after I say the final D choice. Okay?
Okay.
What was the name of the guy on the Segway in the TanaCon documentary? A. Michael Weist. B. Peter Jackson. C. Justin
Director
Dolan,
for The Ring.
or
Buzz.
D. Chris Jackson? Yes.
Michael Weiss.
But he didn't wait until you
He didn't wait till the end. He didn't wait until
I didn't need to.
I know,
Oh.
but Miles said
That was
specifically,
against the rules.
You
I
buzzed
did.
in
I
after
did.
I say D.
That's right.
Yeah.
After I
Of course,
said
it's
D.
Michael Weiss, and I was the first person to buzz in.
Well,
so I win.
Keith is
Ned's
right.
Keith
losses.
wins. Keith keeps the $10.
Miles,
and-
I wasn't listening to you. How am I supposed to know the rules if I
know.
don't listen?
That's a good point, and Keith is of course the winner.
But if this was The Bachelor, Ned still would have won, because in The Bachelor you're allowed to cheat as much as you like in the group dates, and you'll still win if you win.
Yeah, right.
Anyway,
Yeah, of
I
course.
watched The Bachelor,
So you'll be getting $10 of your own money.
and then
Yeah.
if you lose money, do I have to pay you, Ned?
Yeah, actually,
I
yeah.
have to cover Ned's losses.
Yes, you do. By the way, I was watching Bachelor in Paradise a little last night. That show is really horny. Everyone's
That
just
show is not
it's
the same
crazy.
show as The Bachelor.
It's so different. It's like really a fuck fest. It's pretty
It's
crazy.
a fuck fest. They should call it Fuck Fest on ABC. ABC's Fuck Fest is back.
All right. Well, Keith wins the fuck fest challenge. And Ned, how much money does he win? 100 in.
Thanks.
Let's see. I'm gonna sell it right now. And Keith has made $2.37.
Pretty good. Pretty
That'll
good.
buy me one lottery ticket to win
Oh.
millions more. I
Very
will gamble
nice.
that money because that's what needs to happen.
Yeah.
We had so much advice in today's podcast. Of course, when I say
Yeah.
that, I mean we didn't give any advice whatsoever.
Didn't give
if
any
the
advice.
FCC
This is an
listening.
entertainment podcast.
It's comedic speculation, but if you wanted real advice that you could sue us about,
Yeah,
we've got
you
the
can.
guy for you. He knows it all. He has it all. He's our own podcast gremlin. It's time for advice that will go for miles with Miles Bonsignore.
Phil Betterman.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Tune into radio station.
Nice.
It's advice that'll go for miles. Everybody ready? Miles Nation. It's advice that'll go for miles.
Miles Nation.
Miles Nation. Go.
Miles Nation. Miles Nation. Wow, this is
Good.
beautiful.
I would check out this 2 p.m. performance at a music festival. This sounds good.
Yeah.
Miles
Shout out to Mary
Nation.
Moore for the original theme song. We
good.
absolutely stand.
Really pretty.
Very pretty.
Has this ever happened to you? I'm Ned and my coffee's too cold. I'm Zach and my tea is too hot. I'm Eugene and my ass is just right.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
What about me?
Yeah.
What about me? Why am I not in the Goldilocks analogy?
I'm Keith and my chicken is medium temp.
Oh, that's not safe.
If you're gonna be a freaking limp dick, little shriveled microwave warming coffee type of bitch,
Oh.
then I'm telling you a secret that's gonna cost cash.
So it's a secret that costs you money. Okay. All right. Well, I
This
mean,
is-
I don't really like the limp dick shrivel something part of it, but I
Yeah, you don't
do
wanna do
microwave
that.
my coffee, and I don't like
Yeah.
the way it tastes afterwards. So
That's
tell
That's
me,
right.
give me some advice, Miles.
Well, this is advice for those who have cash, but obviously what you're gonna wanna do is embrace technology, way of the future, time traveling to a land.
How do we just tell me how to reheat the coffee?
Time traveling to a land where you can do anything.
What was that beep?
You have a bleep button?
What was that beep?
So you can just bleep us like on the air.
I accidentally hit the bleep button.
You're
I have a
secretly
bleep button.
listening to a delay.
Yeah, I can. If I accidentally curse, I can go. Yeah, but
That's funny.
What you're gonna want to do is get an Ember coffee mug. You stupid.
Oh my God.
This is our audience
This
of
is
investors you're talking about here.
This is a mug. Look, and I'll say this is a luxury freaking purchase over here. This is a birthday gift. This is a gift for dad. This is a gift for granddad. This is a gift for Graham. This is a gift for grandma. And what you're going to want to do is get the Ember temperature coffee mug. What this mug does, Ned, you're going to love this. This mug maintains your coffee at exactly the temperature you set on the app on your phone. I'm talking 134 degrees. Freaking for an hour and a half the battery lasts, but if you got the charging pad on your desk all freaking day.
Wow.
So you can take the perfect
This is $100
What is this
mug,
called?
Miles.
Oh, $100.
This is $100+ smart mug that you're
That's
you're
right.
pitching. Do you have an investment in this
Yeah,
company?
do you have an investment in this company that you need to disclose?
Yeah, I have 100 G's I borrowed from a sketchy guy on Franklin Avenue, and he said put it on black, and I invested in the Ember mug. No, this is an expensive ass mug, but I'll tell you what. I have this mug now. I'm never fucking reheating my coffee. I'm never getting up from my desk ever again. I just am like, oh, you know what? I get that perfect first sip all day long. No longer are the days of throwing away coffee because it's too cold. I'm Ned.
I mean,
I don't throw it away. First of all, I pump it and I dump it in the refrigerator, and then I slurp it the next day.
You slurp it the next day?
If
Ned,
I'm too Miles, you don't know
You're
what
a
it's like
businessman.
having
He's got 2 babies.
newborn children. Sometimes you don't have time to meditate, to have your
That's
pour over moment meditating, and sometimes you do, and it's delightful. I'm the proud owner of a Chemex, full disclosure. Wish I could invest, not a public company. Yeah, but yeah, sometimes it's nice to have just a jug of refrigerator
well, you have to plug in your
coffee.
mug. You have to charge the mug. Do you?
No, the mug goes on a little platform, so you just set it on the platform and it charges.
But that's got to be plugged in, right?
Yeah, but you put it on your freaking desk or
But
whatever.
how can you go in the dishwasher?
No, hand wash only. But
For $100?
how sticky
why
is
can't-
your mug?
Hold
How
on.
sticky is your mug?
Why can't the temperature regulating mug make sure itself doesn't get too hot in the dishwasher to ruin its components?
Pretty sticky,
Same
Miles.
Okay,
Pretty
same
sticky.
reason- Yeah, wash it with a sponge, Ned. Same reason you can't put an iPad in the dishwasher, Keith.
But I don't eat off my iPad.
You're not eating off your iPad, you're telling me?
No.
Well,
How'd you know I had an iPad? I only got it pretty recently.
Can I buy stock in Ember?
Ember mug is a luxury that you
No.
don't need. Here's what I'll say. It's not a necessity, but it is a luxury. Same with most of my advice. It's not something you need, it's something you want. And that's why it's a good gift, because it's something that you probably shouldn't buy for yourself. Obviously, I did buy it for myself, but it's something that you should buy for somebody else because it's like, oh, that fixes a problem that I have, but I don't want to pay $140 to fix it.
Yeah, I mean, I get the need. Becky and I certainly have different coffee temperature preferences, and she tries to pawn her too cold for Becky coffee on to me. I'm like, I don't want that either. It's too cold. But she has a higher temperature threshold than I do. So, like, sometimes the coffee she hands to me is fine, but most of the time it's too cold.
I'm gonna say, Miles,
I get
this
it.
sounds like a perfect product, except for the price. The
It's
upkeep.
steep.
And the
Yeah,
dishwasher.
Yeah. The
Here's my
dishwasher.
question about dishes. If you wash a dish with a sponge, why, and maybe I'm insane for saying this, if the dish is clean, why are you putting it in the dishwasher?
Because the dishwasher
If
is
the
just
dish
a
is
rag.
clean, you don't
'Cause it's
have
gonna
to put it in the
sterilize it.
dishwasher.
No, but you have to clean a pan before you
No,
put
you
it in, or like whatever, before you put it in the
You
dishwasher.
got a
Generally.
shitty dishwasher. Looks like your
That's
advice
true.
needs to be buy a good dishwasher.
But Miles, if you clean it to the point where it's clean with
Yeah.
soap and hot water, then you don't have to put it in the dishwasher. But
Right.
you're not doing that. You're just kind of wiping it down if you're out here like scrubbing your pots and pans for a pre-wash,
Yeah.
don't bother. Maybe you could use the money you save on a dishwasher buying a couple more embers.
Hey, if I get 3 or 4 of these puppies
And
around
by
my
a couple
house,
more, I mean one, because it's
Yeah.
about the price of a dishwasher.
you think a dishwasher's $140?
A cheap
Ned?
one, yeah.
Shitty
Miles-
one, maybe
yeah.
on Craigslist, yeah.
You
That's
got to use
expensive
it.
for sure.
It's basically also an excuse to use it as storage because you don't want your dishes like on a drying rack. I mean,
Yeah.
some people just literally use it to just keep it out of sight.
It's basically the dirty dish cabinet.
Yep, and then you just press a
Yeah.
button at the end of the day, and you're like,
And it's the
"What do we
clean
do?"
dish cabinet.
Yep.
Keith,
I used to be a big proponent of like, don't pre-wash your dishes, and then my dishwasher got clogged.
yeah.
So
You don't
I think
want,
you gotta
like-
pre-wash them a little bit.
Yeah, you just don't want like leaves of lettuce or like scraps of meat. Like you don't want solids going in there.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
Miles, just rinse it.
Yeah.
And
Rinse-
if you're
but
telling
here's the
me you
thing.
could just rinse an Ember mug and it'll be okay, then yeah, maybe
you rinse
I will accept one as a birthday present from you.
I'll say this. We have an old dishwasher. I mean, I've seen your dishwasher, and that is a freaking boss washer over there. You got stainless steel appliances, and boy, do I stand for it. But our dishwasher is like old and came with the house, and so it's not up to snuff, really.
Well, even our boss dishwasher, I'm telling you, it needs to be pre-washed. So
okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Joke's on me.
Eugene's got the best dishwasher, not just because of its cleaning power, but because it has a third rack. It's got a flat rack on the top specifically for cutlery and spatulas. And
Wow.
it is the most I've never seen an appliance thing and been like, "Oh, I wish I had that."
the dishwasher.
It's a good
In fact, every time Keith or Becky ever look at it, they just sigh and say, "Oh, I wish I had that third rack." Never seen dishwasher envy. But you know what's funny? It didn't come with the house. That was something Matt installed.
He
cool.
nailed it because we have chopsticks in my
Wow.
house. You can't put chopsticks in the silverware thing because they'll just fall through.
Here's a third rack kit. You can DIY install
No.
it for $50.
Oh shit! You might need to send me that link.
The three major like luxuries that you hope to eventually get one day in a apartment or house are a dishwasher,
Yeah.
in-unit
Laundry,
washer and dryer,
Washer dryer.
Yeah.
and internal AC. Like those are the three
Yeah,
things.
Those are the
And like my first apartments didn't have any of those. And I
me
would say if
neither.
I had to have one, God, maybe it might be laundry.
Well, it depends on where you live, of course, but you can get pretty far with window units.
I'm used to being hot with just like a window AC unit. I guess I would get the dishwasher. I really just when you don't have a dishwasher, your sink gets so piled high with dirty dishes, and you just accept that you're just going to be dirty dish house. I kind of like laundromats. They're kind of sexy.
No way. I would choose the laundry one.
It's like a place where it's like an old, it like harkens back to payphones and
okay.
like
Music videos.
I mean, it
music
seems like
videos.
it could be like a good place for like rendezvous.
steamy.
That's true. If I was single,
a nice pump and dump.
You could do a pump and dump at a laundromat. I always thought actually when I was living in New York, we had to go to the laundromat because there's so few like those in unit. And I was like, what if there was a laundromat that in the back was laundry machines, in the front it was a bar, so that way you could while your laundry's getting done, you could get fucked up and like play
that
video
is
games.
100%
Smart.
an idea I would invest in.
There you go.
Yeah.
Because it does suck to go to the laundromat because you're kind of trapped
Yeah.
there and there's nothing
Right.
to do. But if you could drink, or if maybe it was just like a stir fry restaurant.
Your clothes smell like stir fry.
Yum.
Like a noodle bowl place, and you get a beer and a bowl of noodles, and then you wait for your socks to get dry. I think that's a great idea.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah. You call it the laundromat.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And all the cocktails can be like themed after detergents.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Tide Pod. Tide Podtini.
No, Tide Pod is if you're getting fucked up.
It's a shot. Yeah, it's a shot that really fucks
It's
you
like
up
a
and burns.
Boilermaker.
Yeah. It's like
Goodness.
it's like a Fireball whiskey and something else that burns.
Probably it's probably Midori and blue curacao to get the Tide Pod colors.
Oh yeah, you got to make it look like a pod.
Wow. Well, I guess we have a new business investment, Miles.
This is a good
That's
one.
great. I'll do it.
And that is financial advice. Well, thanks for listening to another perfect episode. Be sure to subscribe. Listen,
Was it perfect?
Rate
I
us
don't know.
5 stars. Leave us a comment. What do you think about what we did today? And how did it affect your day? Hope you're having a great day. TryGuys.com. Get the merch. Keith is rocking it. And that's it. Keith, hit us with the official TryPod theme song.
Ooh, you got your ups and downs, you got your buys, your sells, you got your smiles, your frowns, you got your heavens and hells, and when you put your money in something you believe in, you can watch it grow. It's America! TryPod.
America's
Until next
TryPod.
time, stay beautiful.